No, persone Hayek, io so che Don Riso è molto esperto quando ha scritto questo libro. Noi sappiamo che ci sta un continuo scambio di armi e droga fra gli Stati Uniti, un confine permeabile. Quindi la mia domanda a Stone è, ricollegandosi a quella di prima, com'è possibile letteralmente fermare questo ormai commercio che ormai è alla luce del sole? Noi europei lo vediamo un po' da lontano, però in America è molto vissuto. E invece per Hayek il fatto che lei rappresenta una donna nel caso del narcotraffico che sembra un personaggio di fantasia, invece sappiamo che queste donne esistono, cioè non sono, cioè sono cose che basta leggere la cronaca eccetera e troviamo continui esempi. Quindi come vede, visto anche la sua origine, come si immagina queste donne come vivono realmente, quindi come ha potuto, se ha letto qualcosa al riguardo? Grazie.
Okay, so for the first part of the question, of course I am not qualified to find a solution for the rock problem in the world, you know. I don't know how to stop it, I know it's real. And, but like I said before, I think it's time for us to change as human beings. And one thing I hope that maybe this movie does, and it might have not been what he hoped. What I hope is that maybe people, when they see this movie, they realize that maybe taking a drug is not just a moment for them to have a good time. That comes with certain responsibilities. That every time you buy one of these drugs, somebody died. Many people died. Somebody's son, somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's husband. For that to get to you. Somewhere along the line, there was blood. You are participating in the 50,000 deaths in the last few years in Mexico, under the torture that these people went to. So sometimes they tell me, oh, the film is too violent, I have to close my eyes. I have to close my eyes too. But how come some people are so bothered by the violence in the film, and yet they have not been bothered by the violence that is happening in real life? It doesn't cross your mind.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So I don't have the solution to the drug war. I wish I was that smart. But I think we can all make a small contribution in taking responsibility of the things we do automatically as we were robots and we don't think about anything we do. Like what he said, somebody asked, do you think in your future? We don't even think in our present. We just do. It is true. And for the second part of the question, there is women that have been involved in cartels, and one thing that was very helpful is our director gave us access to amazing research, not only on paper but actually to talking to many different people that were at different levels. And one of the people that I have also met in my life, some because I'm Mexican and there's no way you don't meet them, you know, if you're Mexican. But there was somebody that he gave me access to that had worked for a woman whose husband was the head of a cartel. He was put in jail and she took over for that time. He helped me a lot because he explained to me that they were very different than the men. They were all about the business. They did not have the macho ego. It was all about the business. So somebody insulted her in some way, did something wrong from the other cartels, and she did not go and create a war. She said, it's not good for the business, I will continue. When the husband got out, he said, why didn't you do something about it? We gotta go kill them. And the husband got killed. So what this woman did is took the money and got out of the business, and we don't even know her name. So they're actually colder and smarter, and they're more than you think, they're just not as flashy.
C'era una parte dell'Oliver Stone, ho detto o sbaglio?
Vabbè, ha risposto anche...
Allora, abbiamo una domanda dai blogger lì e poi Fulvia Carrara della Stampa, che però non so dove sia, quando in fondo, mi sembrava da quella parte, quindi non vedo questa parte.
Sì, una domanda dai fan della pagina di Facebook, una per Oliver Stone, se c'è qualcosa del cinema italiano che l'ha ispirato in questo film, e per John Travolta se è la prima volta che lavora con una Proiezioni e che emozione è stata la sua esperienza. Grazie.
No, I cannot think of an Italian movie, and I saw Gomorrah a few years ago. This was a highly focused, Don Winslow's written about the drug war, and he's Power of the Dog is a factual, fictionalized account of the 1960s, 70s, and 80s drug war with Colombia and Mexico and all that. Wonderfully done. But this is more of a fantasy. It's a hypothetical possibility. This is concentrated, 6 characters. I don't see the influence of the Italian film.
I loved working with Oliver. I found him challenging in the best way because he takes responsibility for all the departments of the movie, including the actors, whereas someone said that he gives you research that's this high, and then he expects you to do your homework. He expects you to investigate your character, to build your character and deliver a performance when you arrive on the set that is A+, and he'll accept nothing less. And I love that because that's why we do this. And and he's cute.
Bene, Fulvia, prego.
Sì, se mi danno un...
Fulvia Carrara della Stampa, sì, adesso arriva il microfono, poi il microfono andrà prima lì, poi qui e poi di nuovo lì. Prego.
Dunque, 2 domande per Oliver Stone. La prima è tornando un attimo indietro all'inizio appunto della conferenza, come diceva giustamente Marco, lui ama insomma passare da generi diversi e quindi appunto prove cinematografiche molto diverse. Volevo sapere esattamente che cosa lo aveva attratto di questo romanzo, di questo libro, cioè proprio il punto di partenza. E la seconda domanda era un suo giudizio sulle presidenziali in America, come vede la situazione per Obama.
What do I really like in the book? That was the first question.
Yes, what attracted you to the story?
Yeah, I think my answer is along the lines of what John said. I've never read a book like had this originality in the crime thriller genre. Never seen a movie like it. I love crime movies. I've never seen one like this. It had twists and turns, unpredictability, not one cliche. I mean that for me. And the first act was about the beach life, the homage to the plage, the beach blanket bingo, beautiful bodies, as John says, never have so many beautiful faces done such horrible things as in this movie. There's a sense of Southern California, which Don Winslow loves. The second act is Mexican noir, cartel, dungeons, torture, another style, another form. Benicio and Salma give it a weight to darkness, and the New York Times critic called it daylight noir. And the third act was completely unconventional. It felt like stylistically, it felt like a modern cowboy movie with cars instead of horses and big vistas, burnt orange umbers in the sunset as the shootouts and the ambushes were occurring, using, by the way, weapons from Afghanistan and Iraq that had come home to roost in America and Mexico. So it was, and the concept of a Mexican cartel taking the brutality, beheadings and torture from the Iraq War very much is a modern idea, right? And I think the world has become a more brutal place. The other question was?
About Obama, what do you think of the election?
Yes, I'm just finishing I have a bigger picture in mind. I'm finishing the 10-part series called The Untold History of the United States, which is coming out in America on November 12th, in book form on October 30, and in England in Sky Atlantic early next year. So I'm looking, it's the biggest, the most difficult thing I've ever done. It's taken more or less 4 years off and on, and it's a culmination of all the themes of my movies, done in a factual style with historians and the classic archive footage narrative. You'll see the Obama story as part of that. But I definitely think that it's not, the big picture is bigger than this election. If we go back with Mr. Romney, we will go back to the Bush era. But if we go with Mr. Obama, at least there's some hope of maybe some small change. I don't know how we can get out of the system we put ourselves in. I really don't.
Una domanda qui e poi due domande da video, prego.
Angela, Mr. Wiki, television, Oliver Stone, what is for you savages?